Our next storyteller is Karla Rojas. Karla Rojas is an experienced educator from Mexico with over 20 years of expertise in teaching students English as a second language, from kindergarten to high school. She teaches remotely to ESL students in Mexico who are working to obtain their master or PhD and need a higher level to obtain the certification. Karla serves as the program coordinator at the Literacy Connection in Elgin, Illinois, a role she has held for the past 2 years. In this position, she leads several impactful initiatives, including family literacy programs, adult volunteer learning, and innovating Field Fluent Chaser program. Her work reflects a deep commitment to empowering individuals through language and education, narrowing cultural gaps, and fostering lifelong learning. Welcome, Karla, to the stage. Oh, we're the same height again. Oh, I'm loving this.
Hi, everyone. Good evening. I hope you're having a great time. I had something prepared, but I think that I'm going to try to do it without reading because I get more nervous about this. Of course, my first language is Spanish, so sorry if I make mistakes. When we are nervous, we tend to do it. Today, I want to talk to you about a book. Of course, as a teacher, we read a lot of books throughout the years, right? But this book was special because in 2020, and you know what happened after that, so I don't want to say it. In 2020, I was still in Mexico. I used to live in Cuernavaca, Morelos, which is known as the Spring City, the Eternal Spring City. Okay, so it's a beautiful place. If you haven't been there, you should. It's near Mexico City. So we were struggling because, of course, education changed. We had to do remotely instead of in person. So many things were happening around the time. And as a coordinator, I had to do something to move from in person to remote sessions. And I didn't know how to do it, so I was stressed. And I remember that a friend of mine told me, you should start some therapy sessions. And I said, well, sounds good. I think a lot of people is doing that now. So I remember my first session with my therapist, and I started talking, and then she told me, I'm gonna ask you to do something as homework. You have 1 week to read this book. The book is in Spanish, okay? And the name of the book is Colorín Colorado, este cuento no se ha acabado, which means, Colorín Colorado, this story hasn't finished yet, or isn't finished yet. And she told me, remember, you have a few days and you have to give it to me, okay? So if you didn't finish, I'm so sorry. And I went home. My husband wasn't there at that time. He was here in the US. So I started reading the book. I was alone at home and I couldn't stop. Have you had that feeling that you start a book and you can't stop? So I remember that I was lying on my couch, and then I went to the bed, and I came back to the couch, and I saw the clock, and it was like, okay, 2 a.m., I have to finish this thing. I couldn't stop. Let me tell you why, because at the beginning when I saw that, I thought, this is a fairy tale, right? It's talking about a princess in a castle. I said, I know where it goes, and I don't like it. But when I started, and I saw that the princess was in the tower of the castle, and she was trapped there because there was a huge black dragon with red eyes that was like avoiding her from going out, okay? So she was still there trapped. And the only person that she was communicating to was the writer of the book. So she was telling the writer, are you repeating the same thing every day? Aren't you tired of saying the same thing every day? I'm doing the same things every day, just looking through the window, I just see the sky. Is that all? And then the writer said, do you want to contribute? Do you want to say something? And the princess said, yeah, I want to go out. Then do it. But there is a dragon, and it's huge. Are you sure? Have you seen it? Well, no, that's what you wrote. And he said, okay, so then if you haven't seen it, how are you sure about it? And when she opened the door, because the door wasn't even locked, when she opened the door, there was this huge dragon, and the dragon saw the princess and got scared. It was the fear dragon, but it was fear about the things around the dragon, not about himself. So the princess said, I thought that you were something that I needed to be afraid of. So she came out, the dragon was scared, and said, where are you going? People say that it's dangerous out there. And she said, let's see. So they came out of the castle together. They could destroy the gate. And when they came out, they understood that the dragon made small. And she had to be with him all the time. And this happened because it was her fear that was coming with her and was being smaller and smaller as she tried to see the world after being trapped in a place. I love the book. I love all the chapters. I won't tell you more, of course, because I want you to read it. But these are just the three chapters. And the dialogues that she had with the writer were amazing to me. So I enjoyed the book. Of course, I gave it to my therapist, and she said, what did you learn about it? And I said that the best things happen when you go everywhere, even if you have fear to do it, just do it. Don't think about it. And guess where I am right now? Of course. One day I just decided that it was good to be with my husband, that it was the best decision. So I decided to live my life there. After being a teacher 15 years, I thought, well, let's see what happened. Let's start all over again. And my daughters agreed. So we came to the US, we came to Illinois, we lived in Elgin, and I thought, I'm an ESL teacher. What's going to happen with me if everyone here speaks English and better than me? So I don't know what I'm going to do. And I started doing different things. I was so depressed because I didn't know what to do with my life. And I remember that I visit this beautiful place that I have to tell you that in Mexico, we don't have libraries. We used to have, but no more, okay? So when someone told me, let's go to the library, and I saw Elgin's library, which is beautiful, by the way, and huge. And I saw it, I was amazed. And then I met the executive director of the Literacy Connection. And she said, you are an ESL teacher, blah, blah, we would like to work with you. What do I have to do? And she said, just study English, improve your English, and understand the way education works in the US. And that's what I did. I asked for help in the community college. I studied. I have recently finished my 10 levels of ESL classes. And I'm so happy to say that when I came to the Literacy Connection, after the pandemic, we used to have just 20 tutors volunteering their time and just 40-something ESL learners. And now we have more than 100 students and more than 50 tutors giving their time to help someone to learn English. And I feel so happy. Thank you. I feel so happy because I understand that it's true. A better life is always there if we are not afraid to try. So in the moment that they told me, come and talk about the book that changed your life, I said, oh my God, that's so scary. I'll do it. I'll try. Let me help my friends how the literacy works. And here I am. Thank you.